Hello, Cancer. This is your full moon in Virgo total lunar eclipse message. So let's see what the cards have to say for you tonight. I'm gonna do one more shuffle, and I am using the Alleyway Tarot. This is one of my favorite decks. This probably is my favorite deck. This is a really special deck. Every card in this deck is like 118 cards. And every single card is different artwork. Every single card is from a different deck, which is really cool. So let's just see what the energy has in store for you. We got both emperors in the deck on the cut with the Five of Wands, the card of this particular card is all about conflict and challenge and strife. Let's just pull a oracle just to get a little bit of a quick energy read before I pull some tarot. I like doing, especially when it's like not live, I don't have other people's energy in front of me. I like to try and just get a vibe check through an oracle card before I pull tarot. So that's what I'm gonna do. Message for Cancer, please, for this full moon. Adaptation. It's pretty self-explanatory, and you got this this card came out for Gemini as well. This sneaky, patience, predatory energy. So you've got consume at the bottom of the deck, vulture. Yeah, I mean, with the Five of Wands, it feels like whatever strife you're going through, you're needing to just be adaptable and kind of flow like water. I don't know who it was that said it, but be like water and take the shape of whatever container that you are put into. So whatever situation that you're navigating, just, ride it out. I think is the advice here. Message for Cancer, please. What do the Cancers in this collective need to hear? Cancer messages, please. Wow. This is like a really big deck, so it's like hard for me to hold with my little hands. Oh, okay. 10 of Swords on the side. So this is about being at rock bottom. This is a rock bottom energy. And anytime we're at rock bottom, it's all about adapting. This card is all about, okay, it can't get any worse than it already is. So now what are you going to do? That's the whole energy of this card. Yeah. I don't know if they're going to flag me for that, but... You're lying at the bottom of a pit with 10 swords in your back, or what is it, 7 swords in your back, and 3 more aiming right at you. It's like, now what are you going to do? Or you just, you have 2 options. You can lay there and wait until the pain isn't so bad and then kind of crawl your way out of the situation. Or you can just go, descend up. It's basically about crawling out of a really dark time, a really painful ending, something that's causing you strife that could involve other people. Because it's on its side, maybe this is something that has already happened and you're already starting to work your way out of this energy. Maybe you've started to climb that ladder and you've started pulling those swords out of your back one by one. But it still fucking hurts. You still gotta, once the sword's ripped out, doesn't mean it's all better. You still have to heal the wound and get yourself into a safe place, because whoever attacked you with these swords is probably still around, right? Like, especially with this Five of Wands energy right here. Yeah, messages for Cancer in line with this message, please. Seven of Cups. Can I have more on the Seven of Cups, please? Oh. Revolution. You could be feeling confused about needing to make a really big change. Messages for Cancer, please. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles. This is a really stable, grounded, nurturing earth energy. With the Ace of Skulls on the bottom, which is kind of like the Ace of Ace of Swords. I'm going to, these are really opposite energies, this Ten of Swords and the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups is truly being spoiled for choice. Look at her, she's just lounging in this boat. She's just hanging out. She's got all these options, and she's got so many options that she can't pick one. Maybe someone doesn't like all of your, maybe it feels like you're making this like big change and someone doesn't like the stability and all the options that are available to you. And so they had to put 10 swords in your back to hold you down, keep you in place. That's kind of the message I'm getting here. I'm going to read you this Revolution card because it's one of the, I pulled like the two most interesting cards from the deck, one for Gemini and the other one's for you. But I'm going to read this Revolution card because it's really cool. And it's going to give you an idea. It's going to really like inform the reading. So this is like Tower energy. So it's like the Tower card. So it feels like someone doesn't like this spoiled for choice, grounded, stable energy that you find yourself in and needs to kind of wreak havoc in your life to put a stop to it. And you're having to be really adaptable in this situation. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. We got the Revolution. It says, Revolution is the Tower in action with intention. It's the destroying of the old for the new, with the knowledge that you will have to dig deep to enact this change and stand by it. In a reading, Revolution is the tolling of the grand bell of change. It's not just time to make a shift, it's time to throw down the entire old system and replace it with a new one. It's massive change of everything and the passage of old ways. Revolution is not always done through violent means. It can be a personal change in your belief, but the action itself is always large. Even if it's personal, giving up everything, even with plans or promise for other things to replace it, it is dangerous. It begs a horrifying shift, unsafe no matter how well planned. Revolution can be an overthrowing of governmental institutions, the burning of police stations. It can also be escaping a cult or an oppressive family or family adjacent structure. It can be joining a new religion. It could be dumping your partner and living with yourself. Whatever it is, do not turn from it. This is the change you need and have been asking for, even if you didn't realize it just yet. Wow. What's the advice here? Advice for Cancer, please. What's Cancer's advice regarding this reading? Whoa, so many cards came out. We got the Ace of Swords, which is feeling like this is the truth, this is correct. Justice. So justice comes out when a situation has been unjust and it needs to be made right. Queen of Wands and the High Priestess. It feels like the advice is to remain in integrity throughout this process. No matter how painful and disorienting and how much upheaval and, strife is going on around you, it feels like you're being asked to remain in this balanced and radiant energy. And remember that you know what's best for you, even if you don't feel like other people get it or you have support in the way that you would like. It feels like with this Justice and this Ace of Swords, things will be made right. Like something will come to you. Because an Ace of Swords is about like a new idea, like a new thought, a new energy, like an epiphany, something like that. And it's like the answer will come to you and it will balance the situation out. See the scales with the Libra energy there? It'll balance this situation out that has been unjust. I mean, 10 of Swords is never justified. Anytime someone has 10 swords in their back, there's never a reason for that. It takes, I follow a reader who always says it takes one sword to pierce a heart, to take someone out. 10 is overkill, right? That's what they always say. That's what this particular reader always says, and I can agree with that. And that's how this 10 of Swords is feeling to me. Yeah. It feels like with the 3 of Cups here, like lean on your friends. Know that happier times are coming, and it feels like you have the ability to tap into it. It feels like stability and options are still available to you amidst the fuckery, for lack of a better word. Final message for Cancer here. This was a quick one. Oh wow, 10 of Wands with the Emperor on its side. It feels like this Emperor energy is someone who is usually very overbearing. Sideways with this 10 of Wands. It feels like maybe someone's decisions to maybe act in an unjust way is weighing on them. Feels like the weight of someone's decision is taking a toll. I feel like you are potentially this Queen of Pentacles energy, Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Wands energy. Again, very radiant and beautiful and powerful, like in your power. And it feels like somebody's burdened either by that or by what they've done to destroy that. Anything else? 10 of Cups. This could be a family member. Again, with the Emperor, this could be a father figure. This could be father figure, partner, someone in masculine energy who likes to try and rule with an iron fist is the vibe. This is someone who is supposed to or maybe was supposed to be this 10 of Cups energy This is someone who's supposed to be your happily ever after, your family. It really be your family sometimes, right? Anything else? Queen of Cups. This is your energy, Cancer. Queen of Cups. We've got 3 queens here, which one more queen would be the Empress energy. So it feels like you're pretty well balanced. This is mothering energy. This is a really like intuitive, nurturing, very loving person. This is someone who says a lot without saying a lot, kind of thing. They have a lot of wisdom to impart, and they do it in a very delicate way. This is someone who, after a brief conversation, kind of shifts your perspective on things. Yeah, someone with insight. Ace of Wands. Yeah, it feels like you have this with the Ace of Skulls right here and the Ace of Wands. It feels like you have a lot of opportunity coming your way. And with this King of Ghosts, this is all about the past haunting you. So being able to stay adaptive, is that the word? Adaptive through like healing trauma, really, like healing past pains. I mean, this looks pretty traumatic, right? Like, you know, whatever energy that was, it feels like it haunts you still. And it feels like you are ripe with possibilities with this 7 of Cups, which is like really this is truly like a spoiled for choice energy. This is like having so much available to you and being stable and grounded about it. And again, new beginnings, new possibilities. And it's like, don't let the past haunt you and hinder you. Remain adaptable. Move through difficult times. Climb out of that 10 of Swords pit and keep pushing with a Knight of Pentacles on the bottom. Slow, steady progress. Let's see. Let's get one of these before we close the reading out. Sorry, this one's kind of short, but it was pretty to the point also, so. Message for upheaval and boundaries. Yeah, maybe you're needing to have boundaries with this Emperor. This like very overbearing energy that has hurt you deeply. With the 10 of Swords, I would say betrayed. We have leadership on the bottom of the deck. It feels like remaining in your own energy and being adaptable through all of this is going to be inspiring. Maybe you're going to inspire yourself with how you've dealt with things. Message for Cancer, please. Closing message. Success. So your success is inevitable, and you're a leader. I'm going to read you the success card, and then I'm going to hop off of here. It's number 7. Okay. The chipmunk and the laurel symbol. Guys, I cannot read tonight. I'm so sorry. The chipmunk and the laurel symbolize a new venture that will surely lead to success. The chipmunk often takes the road less traveled, finding hidden pathways and adventure along the way. The laurel is a symbol of victory, used to crown the winner in an ancient Olympic game. In ancient Olympic games. Together they tell us to take charge of our destiny, carve our own path, and find success. It says, forge a unique path forward towards your desires. The road to achieving your goal is hardly ever straight and easy, but the journey is ultimately rewarding. And for the little journal prompt or meditation or just something to think on at the bottom says, what successes in my life can I celebrate? Oh, I got a drink. Ooh. Damn. And how can I carve my own path and live my truth? Okay. I gotta go. Because I can't. My throat feels dry. I'm so sorry, Cancer. Hold on. Damn. Damn, damn, damn. What is that on my, what's something on my face? Ooh. That tickle in my throat was mean. It feels like your path to success is going to be a lot more difficult than anticipated, but you will ultimately get there. And it's just about staying the path, being strong, adapting through all the change, and there will be change. There will be upheaval, you know, like the Revolution card said. And that's okay. It feels like you have the strength, the stability and the grace to navigate this difficult situation, and you'll do it. It feels like you're going to surprise yourself even, because ultimately you will have success in the end. So yeah, that's your message, Cancer. I am wishing you a good rest of your month and happy full moon in Virgo. Love you. Bye.